Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
A truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
You're ready to reconnect, to discover, to explore a Georgia that always has more stories to share and views to admire. Set for your next adventure while you set your own pace to wonder or wander, or whatever it is that makes you feel you. To feel that Georgia feeling, those beautiful, real, honest moments. The only found in Georgia moments. Find yours at exploregeorgia.org.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime.
Okay.
Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
Get the message of your company here. And get your message here. All while supporting local student athletes. Reach out today to get started. Shry Media. Find us at shrymedia.com.
Your vacation is now planned in Tennessee.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach,
culinary arts,
auditor, a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge, open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Hello and welcome to the campus of Reinhardt University. College basketball about to get underway today between the Reinhardt University Eagles, who are playing host to the Johnson University Royals. Great college basketball on the airwaves. Gabriel Schrei here, and joining me in the box today, Lorenzo Robinson. We're courtside for this exciting matchup. Lorenzo, any thoughts from you just as we're about to tip things off here? What's your initial impression?
In terms of an initial impression, we're looking at a Reinhardt Eagle team that is currently unbeaten, 15-0, and perfect 11-0 in conference play, playing a really good brand of basketball, coming off of a recent blowout victory over Chura McConnell. And the Johnson Royals, a team that's 10-7, 8-3 in conference play. They've had a really good season. They have a few really talented players. Of course, it will be an uphill battle going against a team that is playing with as much firepower as the Eagles have possessed so far this season.
Yeah, Reinhardt has done no wrong through 15 matches. It's pretty insane what they've been able to do. Standing at 15-0 overall, 11-0 in conference, a 15-game win streak. 8 of their wins have come here in this gym. On the road, the Johnson Royals 4-3 this season, so that could play an impact. They've split their road games. Not expected to shoot the lights out here on the road, but expected to perform well. Two great coaches. Tony Campbell, the head coach of Reinhardt University's Eagles. On the other side, it's Brian Lahan, who's still new to Johnson University. A quick look at the Royals, 10-7 overall. They're shooting 43% from the floor, 77.5 points per game this season. On the other side, Reinhardt University, as I mentioned, 15-0, 46% from the floor, and nearly 83 points per game, which is a really incredible clip.
And they have been one of the better teams in the country when it comes to putting the ball in the basket. They're going to look for that to continue today.
Players to watch, we'll start with the Johnson Royals. It's Hannah Jones, 17.5 points per game, 53% from the floor, 31% from beyond the arc. She's picking up the rebounds. She's doing really everything right for the Royals. And Hannah Jones has been a very good basketball player for a very long time. A true freshman from Cleveland, Tennessee, somebody I covered when she played for the Bearettes and won a state championship. So they've got a few players from that Bradley Central High School team on this roster, and they're going to make a big impact today for sure. Player to watch for Reinhardt University, Maria Sanchez-Ponce. Who else? She's been fantastic this season. It feels like she can do no wrong as well.
Absolutely. She's been doing it on both ends as well, doing it inside and out. Should be a great matchup with two of the better players in the conference going at it.
15.5 points per game, 45% from beyond the arc. She's picking it up off the glass, just doing everything right for Reinhardt University. And we'll take a quick look at the scoreboard before tip-off. This is from Wednesday's slate of games in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. 87-72, Milligan overcame Johnson in their matchup. Pikeville winning 104-55 against Union. A 73-44 win for the Tigers. Montreat besting St. Andrews 74-38. A 63-52 win, Columbia falling to Tennessee Wesleyan, and Reinhardt University overcoming the Bears of Truett-McConnell. That's our slate of games from Wednesday this week. We've met our players to watch. We've talked about what to expect out of these programs today. We're going to take one more break before tip. Any final analysis from you? What would you tell fans they should know about this game before we get started?
They should know that the Reinhardt Eagles want to play with a frenetic pace. It starts out with their defense, a team that is not only number one in points per game in the conference, but also number one in steals per game. So they're going to be looking to turn defense into offense plenty in this matchup.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Lorenzo, for your analysis. We'll take a break and be back with tip-off and more. All the action coming up next in just a moment on the Southeast Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach.
Culinary arts. Auditor.
A firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge. Open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyestoofficiating.com.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Welcome back to the campus of Reinhardt University. Thank you for joining us inside of Brown Athletic Center in Waleska, Georgia. The tension in the air palpable. The players, the coaches, the fans. Not an easy test for either program. The Royals of Johnson University, a quick trip down I-75, a jaunt over the mountains to battle the Eagles of Reinhardt University. Gabriel Schrei here with Lorenzo Robinson. Thanks for being with us. We're courtside, and tip-off is seconds away. The undefeated Eagles of Reinhardt, one of the best in the nation, 8-0 at home, 15-0 overall, hosting the 10-7 Royals. 4 wins on the road this year for the Royals. We're watching Hannah Jones, one of the star players of this program, and a true freshman. On the other side, we're watching Maria Sanchez-Ponce. Ponce has had an electric season. There's your look at Hannah Jones, 17.5 points per game. Can a game like this be boiled down to a couple of players' performances? Do you think that's unfair, or is it a whole team thing?
In a little bit of an instance, it could be a bit unfair to just say that this one particular person has to play well for a team to win. But of course, when you have a player who has played as well as Hannah Jones has this season, their team is going to be very dependent on her production, especially when comparing her production with her matchup, Maria Sanchez-Ponce.
Sanchez-Ponce, 15.5 points per game, 45% from long range. She's cleaned it up on the glass. If she's successful tonight, it's hard to imagine the Eagles falling in this one, but they've got a ton of great contributors. One final look at the Royals before tip. 10-7 overall, 4-3 on the road. And we're ready to go between Reinhardt University and the Royals. Thanks for being with us. Southeast Sports Network College Basketball on the airwaves. Gabriel Schrei here with Lorenzo Robinson, bringing you all the action between these two.
It's time to jump up.
Ball tipped up into the air. One first by the Royals.
Go, let's go.
Johnson University. Entry pass, floated down inside, off the glass. This rattles and won't drop. Gibson keeps it on the floor. Reinhardt back to Gibson. Now down inside, it's Ivana Preston. Preston to the corner. Kraft back to Gibson. Driving, floated outside. 5 on the shot clock as she lets this 3 go, and Johnson's Royals come down to the board. Long outlet pass up the hardwood. Far side for 3. Too much on it. Preston and Reinhardt running the floor. This shot down low as it escapes over the baseline. 1 minute gone in the first.
A few straight consecutive empty possessions by both teams. I do figure with the way that both teams have been scoring so far this year, we would soon see that that would more than likely change. Of course, Johnson will need to get off to a fast start against a team like Reinhardt.
Woodruff. Kraft to Ponce. She's in some trouble. To the straightaway, Ivana Preston pulls up, and that's automatic.
It's part of what makes the Eagles so dangerous. Their outside shooting, a point of emphasis for Coach Campbell and his staff. His team has improved upon that mark from last season. Last season shooting around 30%, now right around 36%.
Hannah Jones to the corner. Johnson pulls up, and this goes far. Woodruff gets the board. Graduate student from Flowery Branch. Driving inside to Preston. The handoff. Sanchez Ponce wanted to let it fly. Instead, she knifes her way inside and gets the easy layup. 5-0 Reinhardt.
And that play right there showing why Sanchez Ponce is such a dangerous player. Nice drive and with the soft touch inside.
Eagles on a 5-0 run. Here's the entry pass and too much on it. Johnson, the inbound to Hannah Jones. From the elbow, she lets it go.
Those are opportunities that Johnson is going to have to convert if they're going to want to win this game.
Gibson drives from the wing on the mid-post. This is wide. Jones keeps it on the floor for the Royals. Becca Gardner knifing her way through traffic, hands it off to Sloan Carpenter. Carpenter to the far side in the corner. Close side. Johnson lets it fly and knocks it down. It's Becca Gardner from Maryville, Tennessee.
And that's what the Lady Royals do. They are number 1 in three-pointers attempted and second in three-pointers made in the conference. Right there showing you why.
Reinhardt University, Maria Sanchez Ponce drives her way inside and lets this go off the glass.
That play right there featuring both of our players to watch. Hannah Jones defending Sanchez Ponce right there. Sanchez Ponce getting the better of her in that matchup.
Carpenter knifes her way to the basket and gets it to go. Another response. And the gap closing between these two at 7-5, just a 2-point game. Not for long. Ashley Woodruff drains that. She's 46% from the floor this season. Think about how unreal that is, and already a couple of buckets for her.
Absolutely, and one of the host of Eagle players that are capable of putting the ball on the deck and creating their own shot, making them very difficult to guard.
Carpenter with a move. From the corner this goes. Becca Gardner again.
That's what the Lady Royals do. They want to get up threes, and they're going to make their fair share of them. The Eagles are going to have to run them off the line.
It's a 1-point game as Reinhardt takes a 3 of their own, and they get it to go.
Who else but Maria Sanchez Ponce with an answer?
So far, it is back and forth. Jordan Hefner with the entry pass, 12-8. A 4-point game between these two. Reinhardt University gets the basketball back.
We've seen a few times the Royals trying to get the ball down low to Hannah Jones. The Eagles doing a nice job of denying her in the post.
Reinhardt to the offensive end of the floor. Driving, firing off the glass, and it goes, and one.
And that's what Ashley Woodruff does right there. Not afraid to put the ball on the deck and get to the rim. Able to draw the foul and get the tough and one for the Eagles.
Woodruff is 68% at the line this season.
so much pressure on defenses with her ability to drive.
This rattles around and won't drop. Reinhardt on a 5-0 run at the moment. They've had 2 5-0 runs in the first 3 minutes. Gardner pulls up from the straightaway and gets it to go.
That's what she does. Becca Gardner currently averaging right around 35% from the 3. Royals a really good 3-point shooting team, and that's going to keep them close in this matchup with the Eagles.
Reinhardt takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well and be right back with more hoops in just a moment on SESN. Back in Waleska, Georgia. 14-11, Reinhardt leading by 3. Becca Gardner keeping us close. A beautiful 3 she let fly, rustling the twine.
And her sweet shooting stroke has been seen throughout this year. Not afraid to put them up right now, 3 for 3, and keeping the Royals in it. A lot of contact down low on that last play. But you would think that's what Johnson needs to do, right? They need to kind of beat the Eagles a little bit at their own game, play a physical brand of defense, and on the other end, get their shooters open.
Woodruff runs the floor. Gardner back to the straightaway. Royals on the far side. Maybe in some trouble. A couple of quick handoffs. Johnson inside, gets hit with the travel.
Right there, we saw a little bit of what makes this Reinhardt team so dangerous. Tremendous defense on the perimeter. Trapping the ball handler, getting her in trouble, and forcing a traveling violation. They just make things so uncomfortable for teams to get into their offensive rhythm.
Long feed, far side. Reinhardt pulls up and gets it to go. From range, that's a nice one. We're halfway through the first. It's 17-11 Eagles.
Ty Williams, one of the better bench scorers in the AAC, coming off of a game where she put up 3 3-pointers made. Staying hot in this one.
This rattles out. Eagles. Up the floor, it's Woodruff. She wants to go herself and can't get it on the fast break. It remains a 6-point game. 2 5-point runs for Reinhardt have kept them in the lead to this point, 17-11. Undefeated Eagles back in a defensive shell. The sidestep in the 3 is short for Gardner.
A bit of a heat check there. She was 3 for 3 to start the game. You can't really be upset at her for taking that one.
Gibson outside to Sanchez Ponce. Ty Williams pulls up and it's short. Good look for the graduate student from Macon, Georgia. Couldn't hit that. She hits about 1 out of every 3 shots she takes from range. 40% from the floor this season, 8.1 points per game. An impactful player for the Eagles.
And an extremely confident scorer off the bench for Reinhardt as well. Something that every great team needs, able to kind of change pace for them a little bit.
Reinhardt University on the fast break. Julia Kraft fights her way inside and gets it to go off the glass.
The Eagles are so good at being able to run in transition. Johnson was doing a relatively good job of keeping them off the transition game. they're going to win, that needs to continue. They can't allow easy baskets to happen like the last one that we just saw.
Johnson pulled up from the straightaway. Ball's loose. This is Woodruff. Woodruff. She battles her way inside, and Reinhardt is winning the game just on the fast break right now.
And just like that, it's a 10-point game. That's how fast it can happen with the Eagles. So good in transition, able to turn defense into offense.
Another timeout. We'll take one as well and be back with more hoops in just a moment on SCSN. Don't go anywhere.
Royals currently on the ropes in need of a really good possession on the offensive end. That was a good look for Shea Berry there, unable to get it to fall. And a nice move by Ty Williams inside. That's what the Eagles can do. They can get out and run. Already on a 6-0 run. All 6 points coming in transition. Johnson needs to keep Reinhardt in front of them. Foul call there. Nice job by Jordan Heifner to get the defender on her toes and to jump at the shot attempt. Anytime you're playing against a team that is unbeaten, you have to take advantage of your easy opportunities. Free throws and layups, imperative to beat a team like Reinhardt. As well as the Eagles have played in transition, Johnson has defended pretty well in the half court.
Great three from Simpson just off the mark, and Johnson responds quickly. Hannah Jones can't drop it in. Royals keep it alive. Jones, mid-range J, and that doesn't go either. Actually, that wasn't a J. She was flat-footed, but...
Absolutely, and she's had a few nice looks at the rim, not able to get them to fall so far in this one. Johnson already down 11. They're going to need for her to kind of pick things up offensively.
Hey, stop, back it out. Let's go cut her Burley.
Ivana Preston currently with the ball, the team's leader in assists. That appeared to be a double dribble on that one, but it goes uncalled.
This one sails off the floor. In trouble with the inbound. After some discussion, the Royals get it and come up the floor. This is blocked. Reinhardt on the breakaway. Sanchez Ponce drops it in off the glass.
Reinhardt again making moves in transition. Sanchez Ponce, the body control inside, getting the finish. And again, the Eagles turning defense into offense.
Woodruff all alone up the floor and drops it home.
And it just happened so fast for Reinhardt. It seemed like Johnson was hanging around, and all of a sudden down 26.
Reinhardt can do no wrong this afternoon. It just feels like everything is going their way.
Outscoring the Lady Royals 21-5 in the second quarter. Just felt like it was only a matter of time until Reinhardt was going to pick things up offensively. Anytime you start a game shooting 6 of 24 from the field, you're going to have a hard time winning.
Preston to the far corner, and Woodruff pulls up for three. She's automatic.
And that's Ashley Woodruff's third three made from the same spot. She really likes that left corner today. Eagles have been nearly automatic from downtown. 9 of 13 as a team to start this one.
Reinhardt pulls up again. This is off the mark. Julia Kraft running the floor for the Eagles. To the corner to Gibson. Gibson's been hot as of late. This time she's short. Royals get the board. They'll run the floor. Here's one for three, and it goes. Johnson responds. Emily Wilson from Knoxville.
Team like Johnson that shoots the three ball as well as they do, they are never truly out of a game. They're one hot streak away from finding themselves back into it.
Woodruff pulls up for three, and a bit too much on the back of that ball.
And you just knew when you saw her spot up in the left corner it was going up again, especially after the way that the first three went down.
Wilson again wanted that same three, other side of the floor, couldn't get it.
Lady Royals getting decent looks. They're getting good looks inside, getting good looks from three, not able to get them to fall. And sometimes that's what it comes down to. It's a make or miss game.
Couple of changes for Reinhardt University. Marley Townley on the floor. Johnson sending on Taylor Pruitt from Mount Juliet. Ivana Preston running the floor for the Eagles of Reinhardt. To the far side, this is for three, and it's automatic for Maria Sanchez-Ponce.
Her perfect day continues. 6 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from downtown.
Johnson inside, the intercept made by the Eagles. A steal by Sanchez-Ponce. She goes backdoor to Kraft. Kraft is double teamed. Townley to the straightaway. Preston wants two, and she's off the mark. Boarded by the Royals. 3 minutes left to play in this first half. On a break, up the floor, shoveled backdoor, and stolen by Ivana. The senior from Jonesboro, an outlet pass to Kraft, who wants it off the glass. And on the run, couldn't get it. Kyra Button right there to clean it up. That's a great effort from Julia Kraft. She's a fierce competitor.
Absolutely one of the players that kind of represent everything that Coach Campbell wants from his team. Very aggressive defensively, not afraid to put the ball on the deck and create their own shot. Capable shooter while also being able to look for their teammates as well.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
Early in the game, Johnson was doing such a good job of keeping the Eagles in front of them, not allowing any fast break opportunities, not turning the ball over. That has completely changed in this second quarter, and it's seen in the score with Reinhardt holding a 27-8 advantage in this second frame.
Johnson Royals will run the floor. Pass to the close side. Royals shovel it across. Not on the straightaway, not liking the look. Trying to go down low, and this sails over the baseline, so Reinhardt will take back over. Nia Moon. True freshman from Elberton, Georgia, out of Comprehensive High School. Gave it off to Simpson. Sanchez Ponce back to Moon. Kraft to the corner for three, and it's a little wide. Big high bounce off the heel of the iron. Royals. Bunton knifes her way down into the low post and loses the ball on the move. 51-21, a 30-point game. I don't know what to say. It happened so fast.
And that's what the Eagles do. They make it happen so fast with a combination of their defense, fast break looks, and three-point shooting. We've seen all of that at work so far in this one.
Bunton back up to the wing. Johnson in just a bit of danger. Royals drive in the foul. Think about how good this matchup will be in 2 or 3 seasons between Tony Campbell, Brian Lahan, these two programs. This will be as good as it gets in the Southeast.
Absolutely, and amongst the leading scorers for the Johnson Royals, their top 5 scorers, 4 of them are freshmen. So a lot to look forward to if you're a fan of the Johnson Lady Royals.
First one goes to the line, 51-22. Johnson gets one back. Second one goes as well. 1:50 to go in this first half of play. Reinhardt's Moon gave it off to Townley. Julia Kraft battling down to the baseline. Moon to the corner, Kraft for three, and it rattles out. Royals will run the floor. Loose close side and into the table.
That's a point guard play. That's pretty. Okay?
I'm not gonna lie, the table can't win today. So our score bug on the bottom of your screen is controlled by a camera, and it's on the scorer's table, and it is not having a good day. I think it's been knocked off 5 or 6 times in this first half.
A lot of contact right there, I won't lie to you.
Foul on everyone. Reinhardt trying to knife their way inside. Royals back to the offensive end of the floor. Gardner's just going to take it herself. True freshman from Decatur, Tennessee, Taylor Lawson out of Meigs County. Got that one to go.
An uncharacteristic turnover there from Reinhardt as they've played pretty close to perfect offensively. Nice to see that from them.
Quick foul there on Marley Townley. Running out of time in this first half, 30 seconds to play until the halftime break.
If you want to know why this score has gotten out of hand, look no further than the amount of turnovers Johnson has had in the second quarter compared to the first. Only 1 turnover in the first quarter. Now with 9 turnovers so far in the second, you can't give a team like Reinhardt that many extra opportunities offensively.
Reinhardt drives, the floater is short, and a battle for the ball as the whistle on Gibson. Gibson, a graduate student from Rome, Georgia. 5'9", played at Rome High. A key player this year for Reinhardt, and her numbers are unbelievable. 10 points per game, 70% at the line, 38% from long range.
Very versatile player, able to play both inside and out. Also one of the better defenders in the conference as well, coming in the top 10 in steals per game and blocks per game.
She has almost 50 steals this season, and she's closing in on 100 rebounds already.
5 seconds on the clock. Johnson gets it back. Stepping inside and firing for the long two. It's off the mark.
1 half in the books between the Eagles of Reinhardt University and the Royals of Johnson University. What did you think of that first half?
In the first half, the Johnson Lady Royals did a really good job in that first quarter of keeping Reinhardt in front of them, not turning the ball over, making things difficult on the other end. But in that second quarter, we saw the game get completely flipped on its head due to the defensive pressure that Reinhardt has, forcing 9 turnovers in that quarter, leading to easy chances on the other end. And of course, Woodruff and Sanchez Ponce doing the heavy lifting offensively with 35 points between them.
College basketball, 51-25. Reinhardt a big lead on their home floor. We'll have the rest in a bit on the Southeast Sports Network.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries, penned by millions of authors.
Let's go all out. Let's go all out. You know it's gonna get loud, 'cause we getting down.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach.
Culinary arts. Auditor.
A firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge. Open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Welcome back to the campus of Reinhardt University. Second half underway between these two programs. Big first half for Reinhardt's Eagles, and Johnson now trying to find a way to get back into this.
Shoot the three ball really well. They've done it so well as a team so far this year. So the way that they've been able to shoot a three-point shot, you can't count them out. Of course, it's going to be an uphill battle going against a team in Reinhardt that has been clicking on all cylinders this season.
Driving down inside, and this goes.
Ashton Woodruff's just so devastating in transition. A nice Euro step move to get into the lane. Again, Reinhardt turning defense into offense. And they are relentless. They're not going to allow Johnson to feel comfortable at any point in this one.
Driving and firing, this is off the mark. Sanchez Ponce to the close side. Reinhardt back across the floor. Wanted to step up and let that fly. Down inside, this rims out on the Eagles.
Nice move by Preston, giving the defender a little chicken wing, but not able to get it to fall.
And this one goes right away. It's 53-27, 7:40
left to go, and it doesn't stay that tally long for either. An immediate second bucket.
Johnson's going to need plenty more of that if they're going to want to try to get back into this game.
Sanchez Ponce to Kraft from the wing. The three takes a big high bounce and won't go for her. Now the whistle down inside. 7:19 left to play in the third.
That's what Reinhardt does such a good job of, those 50-50 balls, those loose balls, getting offensive rebounds. It seems like this year they have just been first to each of those chances. It makes things so difficult. You're trying to beat a team like that. They're just always out hustling you.
Johnson back to the offensive end of the floor. Sloan Carpenter to the close side for three. That won't drop.
A lot of contact on that last play. Interesting to see a foul not be called there. Something you got to give the Eagles a lot of credit for is the way that they have made Hannah Jones nearly a complete non-factor offensively. She only has 3 points so far in this one. And as soon as I say that, a bit of an announcer's jinx right on cue. Jones with the lay-in.
She said she hit her with her hands? She hit her with her hands, Well.
But the Eagles so far in this game have just done such a good job of making it hard for her on offense. It's her first field goal. She's 1 for 5 on the day.
Reinhardt University will run the floor. It's Ivana Preston. 6.5 to go in the third period. Eagles floated across. Sanchez Ponce knocks down the three.
And what can you do as a defender, right? A good closeout. You figure that you're in the vicinity. She's not going to shoot this, right? Not only is she going to shoot it, but she's going to make it. She has just been so good, and Reinhardt again forcing another turnover.
Nice play up the floor by Ashley Woodruff, able to drop that in. The graduate student from Flowery Branch, Georgia, continues her big day. 5:50 left to go in the third.
Defense to offense, as we've seen from the Reinhardt Eagles time and time again. Woodruff again turning defense into offense. She's been great so far, getting steals and being able to capitalize in transition.
Reinhardt University, close side. It's Gibson for three who gets it to go.
Whenever you have a player like Sanchez Ponce who's so skilled at getting into the paint, it forces the defense to converge and really throw more than one body at her. And when that happens, there's going to be openings on the perimeter. Reinhardt able to take advantage there. Johnson doing a good job of battling in this quarter, but the Eagles with the advantage already so tilted in their favor, doing a good job of just playing within themselves, not doing too much, not giving the Lady Royals any chances to feel momentum on their side.
Ty Williams across the floor to Kraft. The floater rattles around and goes.
Nice take there by Simpson, able to take the contact and finish with the soft touch. Terrific pass by Sanchez Ponce. And the Eagles again, another second chance opportunity. This one a third chance. Even though they weren't able to come away with points on that possession, we're seeing what makes Reinhardt so good on those last two possessions. On one end, the Eagles having two players nearly fighting each other for a steal, and on the other end, two consecutive offensive rebounds. And everything Johnson needed to do to be able to be in this game, they have done the opposite of in these last two quarters. A beautiful move there for the Lady Royals. Sloan Carpenter, the nice move inside. Again, another note, I mean, talking about it happening so fast. Again, it looked like in the beginning stages of this game that it would be a barn burner, a classic, that Johnson was going to be able to hang around and make it a difficult matchup. You look down and you look up, and the Eagles are up by nearly 30 points. Lady Royals getting good looks at the rim, but just unable to get them to fall. Shooting 34% from the field as a team. Of course, much of that has to be credited to the defense that Reinhardt has been able to play throughout this one. The layup counted and one for Jordan Heifner.
Number 10, Jordan Heifner.
Lady Royals being a little bit more aggressive, trying to get into the lane in this quarter. And it has netted them some good looks at the rim. Already with their highest scoring total in this game on a quarter-by-quarter basis with 17 in the third. Unfortunately for them, it hasn't been enough as they are still down by 24.
Two quick passes. Jones outside to Carpenter. On the straightaway, the Royals. 67-43 Reinhardt. Ball is lost. Preston picks it up and hands it off to Ty Williams. Williams and the Eagles to the offensive end of the floor. Couple of chances, this goes.
Second chance points again for the Eagles. First to a 50-50 ball, and that's why your team is undefeated coming into today's matchup. And that's why you currently have a 26-point lead.
Royals outward pass, and right away the whistle this possession going the other way. Firing the shot. Johnson off the mark, boarded by Woodruff. Preston up the floor to Simpson. This is lost.
Eagles a little bit uncharacteristically sloppy with the ball as this third quarter comes to a close. Hasn't mattered much when it comes to the score. And they've just been so locked in defensively. Johnson has just not had any luck finding openings.
All right, Ivana, look. We got another try. Okay. 50 seconds. No, let's go, Rain.
Ivana Preston, 22 on the shot clock, 24 game clock. Trying to burn that down. The senior from Jonesboro. D'd up by Becca Gardner. The handoff to Woodruff. She stops. Pass to Williams. To the corner for Reinhardt. And Simpson tries on the floater as the shot clock goes. What a bucket. We'll take a quick break and be back with a final period in just a moment on SCSN. Final period underway, 71-43. Reinhardt a commanding lead over the Royals of Johnson University. Outward pass tipped off the floor, looking for Hannah Jones.
And commanding is the perfect adjective to describe the way that this game has been for Reinhardt. They have been in control since the beginning. And even when things seem to be a little bit up in the air, they have been the more dominant team on both ends of the floor and in every way possible. If I'm the coach of the Lady Royals, I am going to try to use this game as a teachable moment, right? A lot of young players, you do want to give them chances to grow and learn, and what a better chance to grow and learn in the AAC than playing against a team that has been the best team in the conference so far this year.
So I think you said it best. That really sums this up. If you're Brian Lahan, this is a learning experience. As Gardner drains a three. She's nasty. She can hit it from everywhere.
She's been a big-time bright spot for them. Of course, hitting 5 3-pointers, single-handedly keeping them in the game in the early going. She slowed down a little bit with the scoring, but she is definitely playing well, and that's something that they can build on as this season goes forward.
Johnson on the fast break, a backdoor pass to Jones. She keeps it. Second chance won't go. Reinhardt with a steal. Breaking away, Preston fighting down low, and the foul.
And that last possession, just a microcosm of how difficult it's been for Hannah Jones to find any openings at the rim so far in this game. Stopping her in transition, and then Ashley Woodruff getting the highlight reel block. It's been a total team effort slowing her down.
Woodruff on the top of the key, pass outside from the wing, the three off the mark. So Lahan, you're right, this is a learning experience. When you look at this roster, he's new to this job. Of the 19 players on the roster, only 5 of them aren't true freshmen. Think about that.
It's
14 true freshmen.
It's incredible to think about, and they've had success this season. They're 10-7, 8-3 in conference play, so definitely some talented young players on their team.
It's kind of insane.
Plenty to build on going forward, of course, for the Lady Royals.
That goes. The Royals get another back. 71-48, 7:20 left to play from Waleska, Georgia. College basketball on SCSN. Woodruff. Gibson on the mid-post, harassed by Jones. Got rid of it. Now here's 3 short.
Of course, you'd be hard-pressed to find a team that's playing better in the country than Reinhardt right now. Likely going to move to 16-0, 12-0 in conference play. Almost assuredly will have a spot in the new top 25 poll that is going to release next week.
7 minutes to play. This is Williams. Entry pass, good-looking ball, and that goes for Woodruff. That's what you expect out of Woodruff. She's been so efficient all season long. 12.5 points per game, well over 50 rebounds, 40 assists. Feels like she can't do anything wrong. She's even a great defender, 40 steals this year.
She's so devastating in transition. When we talk about the Eagles being able to turn defense into offense, Ashley Woodruff is one of the main players in that regard, being able to steal the ball and take it coast to coast, something we've seen her do time and time again throughout this game and throughout the season as well.
Reinhardt, long pass up the floor. Jones can't get it as the whistle sounds. Townley gets hit with a foul. Simpson on the floor, Sanchez Ponce to the bench. What a great season she's had. Leading the only undefeated team in the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
Be a forward, just so versatile, able to drive it inside, has a variety of post moves to get open, can also knock down the three-pointer. A very tough cover, but of course you can't load up on her because of the talent elsewhere on the roster.
Reinhardt coming off of that 72-39 win over Truett McConnell. And you look at their schedule, and it's really unbelievable to see all the wins. 15 in a row they've stacked up. They bested Union of Kentucky back on the 6th on January 2nd, overcoming St. Andrews of North Carolina. Reinhardt at the line now, 6.5 left to play. Coming up next for the Eagles on the 18th, Kentucky Christian. Then on the 20th, Columbia out of South Carolina. Then a 3-game road stand, Milligan, Bluefield, and Bernal. That'll get them to February and the last stages of this season. And you look at that schedule, and everything looks so winnable for Reinhardt. At some point, you have to wonder, are they going to go all the way?
It is a fair question to ask. I mean, again, it's hard to see anyone else playing better than them so far this year around the country, unbeaten. But this is not something that we're new to seeing from Reinhardt, right? Just last year, they started off 14-0 in conference play and finished off 3-7 with the loss in the first round of the conference tournament. But this just feels like a different team. It just has a different aura around them, a different feeling. It's something else about this team that you just can't quite put your finger on it, but when you watch them play, they just have the makings of a true contender.
Woodruff hands it off. Simpson on the far side. Didn't keep it for long. Simpson drives, floated back door, won't go initially.
A lot of contact down low. Interesting to see no whistles be called there.
Johnson, the outlet pass, and this one knocked down by Gardner. Are you kidding me? She can do no wrong this afternoon.
And if there's anything that a fan of the Johnson Lady Royals can take from this game, Becca Gardner is a stone-cold bucket. 20 points and 6 made threes.
Reinhardt works it all around the arc. Ty Williams in trouble. Sloan Carpenter trying to take it away. And the junior from Knoxville, Tennessee, out of Carter High, Jordan Hefner, will put it back onto the floor. 3 players that are true freshmen on this Johnson Royal roster from Bradley Central High School. Sloan Carpenter, Hannah Jones. Both of them fantastic. They played together in that starting lineup. Reinhardt University, a big lead. 20 points separate these two, 4:40 left to play.
And if you want to see evidence of the culture that the Johnson Lady Royals are building around their program, look no further than the way that they played in this second half. I mean, how many times have we seen Reinhardt be up big at halftime and just completely blow a team out of the water? Now, Johnson's still down by 20, but the Lady Royals are outscoring the Eagles by 6 in the second half. They have no quit in them. They're still fighting. They're still scratching and clawing, trying to make a game out of it.
Woodruff pulls up for three, too much on it. Yeah, I agree. That's a great sign. There's no quit in this team, and that's a trait they're going to need later, and that'll continue to come to them as they gel and mesh and build the roster. Hannah Jones knifes her way inside for the layup. It's a 20-point game and a timeout on the floor by Reinhardt University, called for by head coach Tony Campbell. 75-57. Not a lot of time left in this one. Reinhardt University looking like they're going to rise to 16-0. What's coming next for Johnson University? They've had an interesting schedule. Only a couple of losses in the last 2 months. Started off winning on December 9th after dropping 2 in a row. They bested St. Andrews, then traveled to Lipscomb. Bested the Tigers of Bernal, 83-62 on December 12th. Lost to Life on the 16th. That was their last game of the year, so they went into the break on a loss. They won their first 2 games this year, lost to Milligan. Now they're battling Reinhardt. And this is a tough, you circle this on your schedule at the beginning of the season.
Of course, especially with the way that Reinhardt's been playing, and even more so going back to their first meeting, losing at home 90-64. You're kind of licking your chops waiting to get another shot at them, right? But things not going your way, again, it would be very easy for a team to go into the tank, but that's just not what the Lady Royals have done.
Reinhardt University's Woodruff off to Gibson. Gibson outside. Tria Blaylock, the handoff to Williams. Simpson, mid-range, tries to knock this down with a floater and can't get it. The J for Blaylock from long range. Simpson regathers up to Woodruff. Far side to Williams. Entry pass, looking for Simpson and right into the hands of the waiting Jones. Hannah Jones up the floor. Backdoor, Johnson gets it to go off the glass.
They're still playing. They're running. They're trying to dive for loose balls and a defense to offense play right there. And all of a sudden, Johnson feeling a little bit of life.
Simpson pulls up from the wing. A big high bounce, swatted at, and it escapes over the baseline. Less than 3 to play. 75-61.
16-4 advantage in the fourth.
Pulling up for 3, and that goes easily.
Don't look now, but Lady Royals making this very interesting as the game winds down.
Driving the floater off the mark. Up the floor, Royals. Down low to Hannah Jones, who puts it in off the glass. And all of a sudden, this is a close 1-point game. You go from talking about it's a learning experience. They've got a lot of positive takeaways. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. They're in it.
Just like that, they're in the game, and a team that has as much talent scoring. I mean, we're looking at a team that in Reinhardt, they lead the AAC in scoring, but Johnson's not far behind. They're 4th in the conference in points per game. They're very good at scoring the basketball. 2nd in three-pointers made, 1st in three-pointers attempted. They're going to put them up. They're going to have chances to get back into this one. And you just have to love what you've seen. Of course, again, not going into the tank, not quitting, continuing to show fire and fight. And all of a sudden, Reinhardt on the ropes, now needing to close this one out strongly if they're going to win.
75-66, 2:20 left to play between the Eagles and the Royals. Campbell and Lahan send their rosters back onto the floor.
Reinhardt currently on the wrong end of a 23-4 run. How often do we see that?
Never. Not this year.
These girls from Bradley Central, I'm telling you, they were amazing to watch in high school. They won that state championship. They were unstoppable. They were as good as this Reinhardt team is in the AAC, if not better.
They're giving them everything they can handle so far in the second half. Again, on all the youth on the roster, you just have to feel that this team is just going to get better and better as the years go by.
Oh, they're going to be dangerous in 2 years. Swatted at. Sanchez Ponce defensively. Outside. 1 and 3. Kraft shuts it down on the wing. Wilson, the entry pass to Jones. She's got space and drops it in off the glass.
Hannah Jones starting to heat up in this one. Very quiet in that first half. Now already up to 13 points.
Sanchez Ponce. Outside, floated to Kraft. From the corner for 3 it goes.
Huge three-pointer there from Julia Kraft to stop this Johnson Lady Royal run.
Hannah Jones takes this in down low, and the foul. 70 seconds left to play at 78-68.
Imagine if that three doesn't fall for Reinhardt, right? Lead had been cut down to 7 points. Lady Royals with all that momentum offensively, if they could have had the ball coming back only down by 7, the way they've been shooting.
Tara Gibson to the bench, Marley Townley on the floor. Hannah Jones at the line. First will go.
Credit to Jones as well for staying into it, starting off slow. Reinhardt throwing a few different looks at her, making her very uncomfortable in the early going. And she's found a way to be productive in this one.
They worked really well for a while, but obviously she's heated up.
You don't gain a reputation as one of the better players in the conference without being able to find your way through a few different disadvantageous situations. So she's living true to her status as one of the better players in the conference.
6'2", shooting 72% at the line this season, averaging nearly 18 points per game, which is unbelievable as well. 78-70, Reinhardt in the driver's seat by 8 points, 67 seconds left, and they're just looking to do whatever they can to salt that away.
Of course, you want to try to take away as much clock as you can. You want to have a nice, long possession. Take all 30 seconds off the clock if you can, and then hopefully end up with a bucket. But if you don't, there won't be enough chances, you would think, for the Lady Royals to be able to come back into this.
What's funny is, during our pregame, we looked at the teams and their averages and records. Johnson is averaging 77.5 points per game. They have 70 right now. Reinhardt is averaging 82.5 at 82.7. They're kind of right on pace to hit that.
Of course. And if you would have asked me in the first half, after the first half, if Johnson was going to be able to get close to their season mark, I would have told you there was not a chance they would get close to it. So just tremendous job again in the second half of continuing to fight, continuing to battle.
Great use of whiteboard time.
Absolutely.
Julia Kraft off the inbound. Double teamed and in trouble as the whistle sounds.
And if you thought this game was over, obviously the Lady Royals did not get the memo on that one.
Woodruff over Carpenter. Ivana Preston to the close side. Back and forth from the straightaway. It's got too much on it. Kraft has it on the elbow, and she goes down as we get a whistle.
Sanchez Ponce had a nice straightaway look from 3. It did not fall. But what have we seen from the Eagles so far this year? Time and time again, the first to the 50-50 balls. The ball is in the balance, game on the line, and Julia Kraft being able to secure the offensive rebound and drawing the foul.
Kraft gets the first at the stripe, a crucial point. Reinhardt extends their lead to 9 for double digits. She gets it. And another timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 50.6 seconds on the clock. 80-70, a 10-point game. Reinhardt in the lead. Lahan and his Royals get the ball now.
If there's something that you could point to in terms of why this game is the way that it is right now, all of those turnovers in that second quarter, and that second quarter is really where Reinhardt made their run to extend their lead, turning the ball over so much when throughout that first and pretty much in the third and fourth as well, doing as good a job as anyone has in the conference at keeping Reinhardt in front of them, not giving them easy looks in transition. Johnson really kind of fell apart there in that second quarter, and that's been the difference in the game so far.
Timeout's up. Reinhardt, one final word, they're back onto the hardwood. Here come the Royals of Johnson. Just shy of 51 seconds left to play in a 10-point game from Reinhardt University in Molesca, Georgia. The inbounding pass. Royals down low quickly. Jones gets it. No time to waste. 46 seconds left. Jones gets the foul. Woodruff at the line. 68% at the charity stripe this season. She gets that.
They're going to have to play the foul in the free throw game to try to stay into it. Reinhardt can salt it away by just staying perfect at the line.
She gets both. And so it's a 10-point game still, 82-72. Reinhardt in the lead over Johnson. I like how it got quiet in here, and there's some music, but nobody knows where it's coming from, and everyone was looking for it. Someone's got music playing on their phone in the crowd.
Seemed to kind of match up a little bit with what was playing on the intercom earlier.
I've been trying to figure out where that's coming from myself, and everybody was looking around like, where is that music coming from? 43 seconds left in the game, 10-point matchup. It does match the beat of what's playing on.
It did. It was kind of eerie a little bit. Lady Royals will try to get Gardner a good look.
Driving inside, the layup off the mark. Sanchez Ponce has the basketball. Ty Williams staying alive, 32 seconds, and the foul.
And for Reinhardt, this could be a good thing, right? Being in a situation where, of course, they haven't seen a whole lot of close games, right? They aren't used to having to figure out ways to execute in late game situations because they've pretty much blown out every team that they've played. So this can be something good that they can use going forward as well, building some fourth quarter mettle within their team.
It's 83-72 Eagles. Here's one from range. It's off the mark. Boarded by the Royals. 22 seconds. Jones, mid-range, floater goes. An important bucket if they want any chance, but Reinhardt a chance to salt it away here. Backdoor, Townley evades traffic, gets it off the glass. 85-72. 7 seconds. She pulls up and gets the three. Johnson takes a timeout on cue.
Remember when Hannah Jones was struggling in this one? She's now up to 19 points. 17 in the second half.
5.5 seconds left to play. It would take a miracle.
Fortunately for the Lady Royals, there are no 10-point plays in basketball, so.
Reinhardt up the floor. And that'll do it. Time expires. Reinhardt University hangs on for the 85-77 win over the Royals of Johnson University on their home floor. A big win as the Eagles rise to 12-0 in Appalachian Athletic Conference play and 16-0 overall in the season, Lorenzo.
Eagles jumped out early and took advantage of the Lady Royals in the early stages of the game, going up by as much as 30. Of course, good job by Johnson to battle back and kind of make a game out of it in the fourth quarter, but it was too little too late as Reinhardt remains unbeaten.
Reinhardt University takes care of business on their home floor. That'll do it for us for Game 1. We'll have Game 2 as well on the Southeast Sports Network and would love to have you along for the ride for that one. For Reinhardt, for Johnson, our entire crew, my partner Lorenzo Robinson, I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from Waleska, Georgia, with the final score, a Reinhardt victory, 85-77. This has been college basketball. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live and are copyright material. Today's game will be archived inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it and will be available for replay. This has been a presentation of the Southeast Sports Network.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Schrei Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Schrei Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.